What is good, YouTube? How's everybody doing today? My name is Jay. I'm going to be teaching you about stocks. So, today is day 14 out of day 30. We're almost halfway there. Let's get it. So, I did do a video previously. The audio did not record sadly, so I have to redo this again. So let's break it down. So, today Apple is down 1.27%. They're basically down $2 on a daily. 149.84, that is the stock price. So we could definitely see Apple had a down day, and the reason why that is because um iPhone 14 is coming out. And the demand for it is very high. A lot of people are looking into the iPhone 14 that is coming out. There has been a delay on the production of Apple's iPhones because so the supply versus the demand, it's very, there's a big gap. Um so right now people are like, I want iPhone 14, and Apple cannot produce as many as the demand is, so there's a big gap, which means that it has to slow down, which declined Apple stock today. The whole market today was pretty nice. SPY was up basically $7, yeah, $7.13 on the day. It had a nice move. I'm going to do a quick review on that right before I get into it. So, Apple has a gap at 160 area, which still needs to be filled. There is a gap that it did not fill. If you zoom in just a tad, the gap did not get filled right up here on the upside. It did have a nice bounce. I'm not gonna lie, it had a nice bounce. The 5 and the 10 EMA on the hourly are going. They look like they're going to cross, which is a good sign. It's a short-term bullish sign. Let's break it down though. Let's do it how we always do it. So, it did find support on the 144 mark, which is a mark right here. Bounced off real quick, landed all the way to 150 area, and then just consolidated, just chilled there for a little bit. The EMAs itself, it is looking longer term. It is a little bit bearish because it's under all the EMAs, and whenever it's under all the EMAs, it remains bearish, until it's above the EMAs or anything else. I did see the 10 and the 20 and the 100 EMA cross, which right now it's a little bit bearish. But on the hourly, if you break it down, the hourly, it's like shorter term bullish because these EMA is about to cross and it needs to fill that gap. Let's see. Let's break it down. RSI in the day is 38.8. 38.2. Not neutral. Not bullish, not bearish. It is neutral. Sorry, excuse me. Let's break it down just a tad. Let's look into it. So, I already spoke about the EMAs, the 20 and 100 cross. There's a gap that has to be filled. It did find a lot of support though on the 144 mark. It bounced off really quick. If I break it down to the 5-minute chart, you guys could definitely see it. So remember, each candle is broken down into the 5-minute. It's just 5 minutes. So you guys see this candle right here. This is the 5-minute candle. Next candle is 5 minute, 5 minute. Each candle represents 5 minutes. So from here all the way to up here. Sorry, from here. Let's just say from here to up here, or from here to here. It took less than 20 minutes. So it did a $3 move in less than 20 minutes. That is a big move for such a little stock. Apple itself typically moves around the $4 to $5 range. And for it to go basically $3 in like 20 minutes, that's insane. And in the morning too, as soon as it opened, it had a big gap down. A gap down basically, I don't know if I explained this, but a gap down basically, it's like when a stock market opens and you see that the stock is either down a lot or it's up a lot. And what it does is it leaves this big gap. Let me exit so you guys can see it. Wait. Right. So you guys see this big gap. So from here to here, this is a gap down. Or I could show you another one. This is a gap up. See, from this candle to this candle and like the empty space. The empty space is the gap. So yeah, there's a big gap on the in the morning, and it almost filled that gap today. I didn't get the chance to fill it today, but probably tomorrow and within like the next day or so, it should be able to fill that gap up. Like nothing too crazy. The stock market today was doing pretty nice. It's just Apple was the one that was it wasn't doing that good because the news came out and everybody was panicking like, yo, what happened to the iPhone 14 and all that. But yeah, I said Tesla. So I said I was gonna do a review on Spy, and I'm going to do a quick review on Spy. It's not gonna be anything crazy, but just based off what I see, like technical analysis. I always like to draw this out, and I will draw this out real quick. From what I've seen or what I can foresee, is within the next couple of days, this gap will get filled. It might consolidate a little bit and then bounce, or what I could also see is it fills this gap, comes down a little bit, and consolidates. I'm expecting some consolidation though. Consolidation is where stock moves sideways. It doesn't go up or down, just moves sideways. Nothing crazy. It ranges. This is what I'm expecting tomorrow. I'm still waiting for this big gap on the hourly, the daily. It has to be filled. I always say this. This gap has to be filled. So let's do a quick analysis on SPY. Let's see what is up. The volume on Apple, I almost have to say, is pretty insane. 145 million. That's basically double of the average volume. That's something that you're supposed to look at. Volume equals people. People equals movement. Movement equals price action, up or down. Price action equals money. Let's break SPY down real quick. Let's see what is up. Oh, what's it called? Oh yeah, no, one SPY. All right, I thought it was in the SPY. All right, so right now it is SPY itself. So SPY is what controls the like the big stocks like Apple, Neo, Tesla. It controls a lot of the big stocks. I have to say. So since SPY was up so heavy, SPY actually today carried Apple, like it carried it, and it carried all the other stocks. Cause if SPY was down today and Apple was down today, Apple would have been down way more. But let's break it down. So it found support around the 360 area, which is pretty good. It hasn't rejected the 5 EMA. It rejected a little bit of the support of 372 on the daily. There is a gap fill though. It has to fill this gap, the 373 area. So what I anticipate is I wanted to test the 10 EMA on the daily, see what happens from there, and then it could bounce to like 380s within like the next couple of weeks. The volume today was pretty nice. It had 109 million people basically in it. That is like average volume though. That's nothing like too crazy. Let me add the EM on the hourly. Let's break it down. Let me see. So it has some nice crosses on the hourly, but it had the 20 and the what is this, the 10? The 10 EMA crossed, which is pretty good. The 5 and the 10 crossed. Wow, okay. 5 and 10 crossed, which had mad momentum today. One thing I would have to say is it did reject the 50 EMA pretty hard, I want to see it come up to the 100 EMA, which is like the 380 area, and see what happens from there. Or we could wait to see what happens with this rejection. It could either reject, it could either come down a little bit. So it could either come down a little bit and just consolidate, or it could, touch this and then come down a little bit. I want to just see what's gonna happen. Right now I'm a little bit bullish because shorter term because of this cross. But yeah, I'm not really bearish on this right now. Short term, I'm bullish though, for sure. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please hit me up. My DMs are always free. Feel free to comment. Hope you guys enjoy it. This is day 14 out of day 30. Hope you guys enjoy. Have a good one, guys.